inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage. You've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Brady to throw again. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Again, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Patriots add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another pistol look here. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Amendola catching it left side. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, Either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. From midfield, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll set up to throw. They've got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pick.
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 66 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Brady going to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They slot Gronkowski outright. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to fit it into Gronkowski there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Ohio! Ohio! Watch the Ohio! Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! 52! 52 the light! Hey, let's get that ball, D! Let's get that ball!
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals and how they handle pressure situations.